Shalom, shalom. This Hawu. I'm This the video I was talking about bringing out about the dogs of the conquest to show our people that it's a lot more than what you think. And I got the proof now. I've been looking into this. I got y'all. All right, so this is the book Dogs of the Conquest by John Gear, Varner, and Jeanette Johnson. Varner. This Norman University of Oklahoma. It was pressed in 1983. Here we go. There are hundreds of books of Spanish conquistadors, but none until now about their dogs. One finds little here to show men and dogs in favorable light. For, for this unique work's leading characters are Pierros de Guerrera, who attacked and disemboweled and ate Indians. This is a dog with a name, named Piero Guerrero, who attacked and disemboweled and ate Indians. This dog ripped open people's guts. I just want y'all to hear this. And Pereros de Presa, who used to hunt Native Americans. John and Jeanette Verner have used wide and impressive sources, many by witness to the exploration and conquest of the Caribbean islands, Mexico, Panama, and South America, where dogs played virtually indispensable parts in effecting Spanish victories. Much will be new to general readers and scholars, yet military employment, these dogs were employed. How do you employ a dog? Would you feed them Alpo? Like, come on, y'all. Just wait till I give y'all the second part. It's going to blow your mind. Military employment of dogs as messengers, sentinels, trackers, and warriors was already ancient. In classical Greece and Rome, mastiffs and greyhounds served in battle. I want y'all to listen. Think about that word mastiffs and greyhound. I want y'all to hear this. Medieval dogs wore armor, as would some taken to the New World. So you had mastiffs and greyhounds taken to the New World with armor on. Just wait. In the Americas, Spanish masters loosed their hounds on naked Indians, crying, what is that? Tumalas. That's what the Spanish were saying. These beasts had been especially bred and trained for attacking, but our authors provide little detail of their education. You got dogs just being educated now and being paid. Supposedly, dogs knew Indian trails from white men's, could detect a belligerent native. How the hell could, excuse my French, but how can a dog know a belligerent native? Okay, and learn to like Indian flesh. These animals terrify most tribesmen who sought peace to prevent attacks. Those brave enough to face war dogs suffered terrible casualties. By contrast, Indian dogs are stereotyped as small, fat, barkless, and good eating. So that means that the Spaniards were eating our dogs, the ones we had. The conquest records several legendary dog heroes. Now you got dogs as heroes. That's 3. The Verners gave short biographies of these strong and furious canines. They received compensation. You got dogs receiving compensation. So you got dogs getting paid for this service. Sometimes half, again, the booty of a crossbowman. So they got half of the stuff that the people stole from, tribesmen that were killed. So you give a dog his wife, children, maybe gold, whatever he had. You get it to a dog. Okay, let's keep going. All right. No wonder some tribes believe these creatures immortal. Others proved this untrue with poison arrows. Spaniards were fond and proud of their dogs, but ate them when starving. Ill, as they did Indian cures. A rumor spread that dogs wept when they saw atrocities. A dog crying when he sees atrocities. Oh, yo, listen to this crazy. Y'all just wait. That the Indian committed against the Spanish atrocity creators. Some Spanish tales here seemed a bit strained. Spanish dogs also tasted food against poisoning. Okay, y'all sure these dogs forage, attack Indians, sexual deviates. Dogs are sexual deviates. Executed natives, performed sadistic gladiatorial contests with dogs. Did this gladiatorial contests with Indians, exposed ambushes, and when left in abandoned camps, barked and made natives think the retreating Spaniards. Barked to make natives think the retreating Spaniards had not left. So these dogs had common sense, right? They were thinking dogs, and they were having contests. Dogs. Our authors find no evidence, however, that the conquerors used dogs against fellow Spaniards. With years passing, canines multiplied. Some became feral and were exterminated. Eventually, Indians too came to use them. Okay, here comes the bullcrap. Well, here we go. Although cruelties abound to the point of a horrible monotony, this book is well worth addition to the story of several significant frontiers. The Verners provide useful glossary, footnotes, biography, index, and impressive selection of over 50 contemporary illustrations and maps. All right, here we go. Now I'm gonna go to the next thing. Cause this right here, y'all like what? Let me pull it up. It's gonna blow your mind. I'm getting there. In fact, let me just do this. Well, it's right there. Hold on. Screenshot. This should be it right here. All right. Here we go. Excuse me. All right. So this is the Travels of Marco Polo. Book 3, Chapter 13. Here, Marco speaks on the remarkable population of the Andaman Islands. Oriental Negroes in the lowest, in the lowest state of barbarism, who have remained in their isolated and degraded conditions, so near the shores of great civilized countries for so many ages. Rice, milk. Wait a minute, is this the one I wanted to think? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me make sure this is the one. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think that was the wrong one. Just give me a second. Hold on. Or perhaps. I'm sorry. That wasn't the right one. Here we go. Concerning the island of Anam. Aganaman is a very large island. The people are without a king, and are idolaters, and no better than wild beasts. And I assure you that all the men of this island of Aganaman have heads like dogs, and teeth and eyes likewise. In fact, in the face they are all like big mastiff dogs. Let me read that to y'all again. A, a Ganama name is a very large island. The people are without a king and are idolaters, and no better than wild beasts. And I assure you, all the men of this island of Agadamanaim have heads like dogs, and teeth and eyes likewise. In fact, in the face, they are all just like big mastiff dogs. Y'all heard what I just read. They have the quantity of spices, but they are a most cruel generation. Didn't I just say they were doing torturous games to the Indians? Dogs were, yeah, and eat everybody that they can catch, right? If not on their own, if not on, if not of their own race. They live on flesh and rice and milk, and have fruits different from any of ours. Oh, wait a minute, I can't see that. Is that now? Oh yeah, now that I have told you about the race of people, as indeed it is highly proper to this to do in this book, I will go on to tell you about the island called Salim, which is near. All right, I gotta find this footnote, y'all. Let me find this footnote. Oh man, stuff is everywhere. I know this thing took. Oh man, you know what? I don't even think it took the picture of it. Nope, it didn't. Hold on, I could pull it up on the internet. I could pull it up. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. This stupid phone. Where's this phone get on my nerves, y'all? I'm sorry. This thing is so retarded. All right, hold on. I think this is it right here. All right, here it is right here. All right, so this is the footnote, right? Here Marco Polo speaks of a remarkable population of Andaman Islands, Oriental Negroes, in the lowest state of barbarism, who have remained in their isolated and degraded conditions so near the shores of great civilized countries for so many ages. Rice milk they have not, they have not, and their fruits are only wild ones. All right, keep it going. Hold on. Imagine our travelers of the Ganamanayan to be an Arabic, oblique, dual, and two Adamines. The great and little, the former being in truth a chain of three islands, but so close and nearly continuous as to form apparently one, and to be named as such. The origin of the name seems to be unknown. The only person to my knowledge who has given a meaning to it is Nicola Conte, who says it means island of gold, probably a mere sailor yarn. The name, however, is very old and may perhaps be traced in Ptolemy. I don't know what that word means, but for he names an island of cannibals called that of good fortune. It seems probable enough that this was the Greek word is datamios, or what was I? Probable enough that this was or the like the Adaman Islands understood. His next group of islands is Barassi, which it seems again to be Lanka Balus, and other Arab navigators, since these are certainly the Nicobars. The name first appears distant Arab narratives of the ninth century. Hold on, let me find this. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, I'm gonna start. Hold on. All right, the traditional charge of cannibalism against these people used to be very persistent, though it is generally rejected since our settlement upon the group in 1858. Mr. Logan supposed the report was cherished by those who frequent the island for edible birds' nests in order to keep a monopoly of their murdering the crews of wrecked vessels like the Nicobar neighbors. I believe there are no doubt it has happened in our own day. Caesar Frederica and Ramusio speaks of the terrible fate of the crew wrecked on the Adamines. All, all such were killed and eaten by the natives, who refused all intercourse with strangers. A. Hamilton mentions a friend of his who was wrecked on the island. On the islands, nothing more was ever heard of the ship company, which gave ground to conjecture that they were all devoured by those savage cannibals. They did not, in modern times, I believe, in their canoes quite their own immediate coast, but Hamilton says they used in his time to come on forays to the Nicobar Islands, and a paper in the Asiatic Research mentions the traditions of the same effect as existing on the Car Nicobar. They have retained all the variations and intercourse anciently ascribed to them, and they still go naked as of old, the utmost exception being a leaf apron worn by the women near the British settlement. The dog-headed features is at least as old as the Celestias. The story originated, I imagine, in the disgust with which Apollyon types of the continents are regarded kindred to the feeling which makes the Hindus and other Eastern nations represent the Aborigines, whom they superseded as demons. The Cubans described the Caribs to Columbus as man eaters with dogs, muzzles, and the old Danes had tales of cynocephaly in Finland. A curious passage from the Arab geographer Ibn says pays his ambitious compliment to the forefathers of Moltke and Van Ron. The Boerish Prussians are the miserable people and still more savage than the Russians. So that's telling you right there, right there. These people still running around. This man was at that island in 1843, I think that's what he said, if I'm not mistaken. And it's story after story after story. Even our people knew of them. So, what dogs were they using? You see what I'm saying? What dogs were they using? You know? We listen to them, we'll probably think they're talking about, regular dogs. But here, this don't sound like regular dogs. How can a dog, I just really want to know, how can a dog take booty and also get paid, and also torture people? This is, like, come on, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. These people It's a lot going on here. It's a whole lot. This is a whole lot. I'm going to read this one more time. This is concerning the island of Adamanian, sorry. Is a very large island. The people are without a king and are idolaters and no better than wild beasts. And I assure you, all the men of this island of Adagamanian have heads like dogs, and teeth and eyes likewise. In fact, in the face, they are all just like big mastiff dogs. Now, I'm going to go back to this other part because I want to make sure y'all hear what I'm reading. Because I hear what I'm reading. I just want to make sure y'all hearing what I'm reading. Hold on. Let me show you. I didn't do something wrong. Hold on, y'all. Oh, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's just like, wow, you know? We're going to do it again. If I got to read this 10 times, I'm going to read it. Because we need to, like, this is crazy, y'all. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute, it's a PDF. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. All right, here we go. Hold on, where was I at? All right, so right here, right? Much will be new and general readers and scholars, yet military employment of dogs as messengers, sentinels, trackers, and warriors was already ancient. In classical Greece and Rome, mastiffs, and greyhounds served in battle. Medieval dogs wore armor. Come on. What is they telling you? You know what they telling you. So these dogs of the conquest were dog-headed men that wore armor. Leave me some comments, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. All right, shalom.